again. I just realized that I'm Moon in Taurus, and um, I'm wearing this rosary bracelet as an earring, and I got it in Ephesus. I know you guys have told you the story before, but the video that I found, and I didn't even know this when I was there, though, the house, Mary, where they were selling these, is on the Taurus Mountains. How funny is that? The moon in Taurus is exalted. It's something special in the birth chart. Maybe, and pull some different, oh my god. I guess I am outside, but I still don't like bugs. I have a little tent here. I guess a moth found me. There's a bug in the 90-mile radius. Even in the winter, it'll find me. So I look like I have the disease in the summer. Because I have so many bug bites. It's ridiculous. I don't know. Patience. Take back your power, Archangel Raziel. It's your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. I don't know. It's not really pulled from these yet. Clairvoyance is on the bottom. Archangel Raziel. I'm helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Other angelic advice. It's the same card, yeah. Outdoors. Career transition. That might have been what the Six of Swords was from the last reading. But outdoors. Go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. Think of how I really want one of those she sheds. They look so cute. Be better than my makeshift tent here. Sensitivity. You're extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Patience again. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. I think of Gucci Bloom. Creative writing. Archangel Gabriel. Take time to write down your thoughts in a journal, or pen an article or book. I would, but someone like Gucci would just take it. For the moment, at least, I don't even try anymore. Compassion. Soften your heart with respect to the situation and all of the people involved, including yourself. Doors on the bottom. Yeah, it seems like every time I try to do something, someone tries to undermine it or stop it from happening or not acknowledge it. I'm pretty sure I'm like dead. Pretty sure I don't exist. Because it's just how it seems, you know? People just, I don't know. I even like email people and just don't get responses at all. I'm pretty sure it's just this like a blocked sort of, because I'm like on the other side. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm dead. Or I've been blacklisted by someone who's like afraid I'm gonna like, I don't know, who just is threatened, I guess. Doesn't like me, I don't know. Because everything was going fine, everything was great, you know, everything was normal, things are moving along steadily, and interviews and things like that, and then all of a sudden, just nothing. Maybe. Maybe that's what she's trying to talk about. Capricorn didn't come up, and Alessandra Michelle is a Capricorn. You know, I don't know how many times I gave him the benefit of the doubt. They're the ones that like stole ideas from me and blocked me. I don't have any problem with them. I even suggested like nice things for them, campaigns and things like that on Twitter. You know. By the way, like, I mean, it doesn't even matter to me, like, if this is my opinion, and it's how situations made me feel, how people's actions have made me feel. I don't expect anyone else to, you know, get on board with that, or, like, you know, there's no, like, ultimatum, like, you have to, like, agree with me, or you can't, like, Gucci. I mean, it's just me, but, makes no sense to me. You clearly like my ideas, but, and it was the guy from Missoni that I worked with that moved over to Gucci. It's like obvious. Yeah, some people are just given opportunities in life, and others are like condemned. I don't know. That's what it feels like. Maybe I'm the only one, you know. Only one that sees the Emperor's new clothes. Again, like, I just don't care. Like, I don't have to like what you do. It doesn't matter to me. But when you're stunting opportunities and pretending like my ideas are yours and just, you know, spying and things like that, like, I don't know. They blocked me. I have nothing, you know, I don't care. I don't, you know, do your own thing. I don't care. But I don't know what their problem is with me. It's weird to me. Like, I've never done anything to them besides, like, stand up for myself. You know, it's like a 5-year-old argument. You started it kind of thing. Like, just a consumer out here in the public living my life. I'm allowed to have my opinion. If you don't like it, like, maybe be nicer. You know, that's my main problem. Like, I feel like the other side is actually, like, nice to me versus people in real life. Some people are just given opportunities, and others are just, like, thrown to the wayside. The ones that, like, probably actually deserve it, too. who've done things that are like myself, who've done things that are different, and maybe you don't get it. Maybe it took extra effort or something like that to understand, and it's different or new, unfamiliar or something, you know? That's an innovator, you know? I think we've confused a lot of terms. I don't know. But just over it, you know? I feel like I'm allowed to have my opinion. I'm allowed to not like a designer. I'm allowed to think that that designer is an asshole. I am, you know? Because it's my freaking opinion and not, you know, I don't know, maybe they don't have like freedom of speech in Italy. I don't know. But it doesn't mean I have to be blackballed by whoever just because I speak my mind, you know? Because you're afraid that I'm gonna like say something you don't like, or wasn't it him who like completely copied a buttermilk pattern? Like, I don't know. I like, again, I don't care. Like, until you fuck with me, and then I have things to say. I swear, I'm not the only one who sees like that Gucci fanny pack is probably the only thing I would buy. Otherwise, like, it's on the Net-a-Porter King of Swords video. Otherwise, I feel like people just look like they got dressed in the dark in a vintage shop. I'm like the only one who sees that. And apparently, like, Alessandro Michele is God's gift to like humanity. I don't get it. Like, I really don't, especially when he's watching this. And I know he is because he quotes me back, and it's something that I've talked about thousands of times. And I really did try to like move on from that and give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, let's all make, you know, peace and nice, and it's fucking weird. It's really weird. Like, what huge company blocks a consumer, someone who's in fashion, who's only like made kind suggestions, is like, oh, this looks like a good campaign inspiration video, or, you know, or stood up for themselves. And who continually puts up with the bullshit that is them, like, making fun of me. Like, who singles out consumers and people that, like, have only supported you and been nice and, like, yeah, I spoke my mind, but get what you give. And he then, like, makes glasses with, like, tears of blood. Like, I mean, and then promote certain people, like you know, it's just kind of like, I don't know, it's people like Alessandro Mistral and others that have just shown me that it doesn't matter how much talent or how hard you work or how much you give or how hard you try or how good of a person you are, if they just don't like you for some reason, and they can screw up your entire life. Like, thanks, Alessandro Michele, for destroying my life and fucking blackballing me or whatever you did. Whatever rumors and lies you spread about me. And then try to say, like, I'm blind for love. Like, please. And those people just, like, don't bother with me. If you don't like me, don't bother with me. You know what I mean? Like, don't go out of your way to, like, I don't know. And if I'm wrong, if I am, like, totally interpreting this in the wrong way and, like, taking offense and taking it personally when it shouldn't be, like, then tell me, you know? Okay, and then it's done, you know? But, otherwise, I think you're the devil. Like, honestly, like, Capricorn, I don't know. Why keep someone down who has talent that, I don't know. And there's other brands, like, that you can just tell by even just watching their show. Like, Dolce & Gabbana, Stella McCartney. Like, these people are just kind and, like, I swear to God, like Emperor's New Clothes. Like, I don't get it. So, like, just because you put a bunch of shit together that doesn't look like it goes together doesn't mean that it's like some sort of new brand hybrid sort of whatever. Just looks mismatched, you know? And you might be friends with him, and not like that I say this, but that doesn't mean like you'd be mean to me then too. Like, think for yourself, you know? I do. I don't like him because he's mean to me. And I've put up with it for a long time. How many, like I swear, the guy from Sony took it over all the illustrations and like test things that I sent him to Sony for Birds of a Feather, and he brought it over there, and they bedazzled sort of birds and sorry, you blocked me because you didn't want me to see how often you use my ideas. Chemistry? Like, if it was coming from a good place, I could almost understand. Like, I could be on board with that. But it's obviously not if you're just, like, poking fun at someone. I don't know. God, fashion industry is cutthroat. People doing fucking black magic on you and, like, seeing your ideas left and right, keeping you down. Let's like talk about wars all along. God forbid you turn someone down for sexual advances. You know? Just happens to know everyone in the industry. Yep. Sorry I hurt your ego. I know people will kiss your ass. I don't give a shit though. I don't, you know. How about we like hire people that like actually, I mean, I really am just so sick of it. Like, I don't mean to like go on this like long tangent, but so many, I don't know, it's just so frustrating. People that blood, sweat, and tear their way through school, that have the best intentions, that have talent, that work their asses off, and then it's like, oh, we'll just give this starlet a design brand because they're a star and they're talent. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like wake up someday and like I should be a pop star just because, you know, like, you know, those people are just going into the design room and telling people what they like, and the design team is like scrambling to make it happen. Like, and I just like watch all the things that I put out there and then others take credit for, and it's so disheartening. All these events and things that take place, and people that get credit for your work and your ideas, and then it's just sort of like you're just whatever. And I work my ass off, you know? The moon again. Sometimes I associate the moon with Prada, actually. I don't know. I'm so beaten up and disheartened at this point. I'm just kind of like, I don't even try anymore. Like, I'm not going to even bother entering any sort of competitions or anything. Like, it's probably just to, like, it's probably just a setup. It's probably just to, you know, embarrass you or something. Get your hopes up. I feel like a lot of that's what people do, is just to encourage you to like keep giving so they can keep taking, and you get nothing in return, and we're just still stuck here, you know, like, I used to have like so much positivity and so much energy and hope and potential, and now I'm just sort of like, wow, beaten down, I feel like. um, Tired, exhausted. Because I know those people are watching, so they're choosing not to, like, acknowledge someone, and, like, and then people, like, praise them, and I just see through it all. I feel like Kenzo is really nice, like Dior, especially under Maria Grazia tree, and I just don't know what people expect from me. I don't know what people want from me. Like, lovers again, and just think about all the Six of Cups again. I don't know, what do you have to do? Like, your ass off in school, have good internships, go back to school, have all the skills. I don't know, I really don't mean to complain, I'm just so over it. I just don't give a shit anymore, you know what I mean? Because I feel like it doesn't matter what you say or do. You can be kind, you can be generous, you can be all these, you know, you can be a bitch, it doesn't matter. Like, people are just gonna think or say whatever they want about you, and it doesn't really matter. And, like, I tried so long to be so nice and giving, and people still make up lies about me, so I might as well just say it like it is, and I don't know, just, not that I wasn't before, but it was just like I was trying to be positive, and now it's like, what's the point? I don't know if I've told this story before. My first internship, and I was so eager to start. I was so excited, and I was like, yeah, I'll start early. Little did I know that the month leading up to Fashion Week would be like, you might as well just bring a sleeping bag to work and just live there. And there's a studio manager that, by default, she was studio manager. Like, she had been only like maybe 6 months prior, had been intern under the studio manager that was leaving, and so then they had hired someone new, and then that person didn't show up, so she filled in, and they hired someone else, and then that person didn't show up, so they just gave her the job. So she was on some sort of power trip, and even the design team said it, you know. I'm like, I can't believe she's bossing us around. But yeah, maybe I've told this story before. I don't know. I don't care. I remember coming to me because I was within the design intern group, I was the illustrator design intern that was picked to work with the design team and help them, draw out the entire collection and all that kind of stuff. So, and there was a Christmas tree dress. There was a one-of-a-kind dress Swarovski was supposed to be, it was going to be in, and it was, in Saks Fifth Avenue window, and it was supposed to look like a Christmas tree, and I was assigned to draw it, and I actually ended up working on it later, and it was kind of cool then to see it in Saks Fifth Avenue, like holiday window displays. But so I spent a lot of time on it and did a few, drafts, and even Zach really liked it, and so that really pissed her off. I guess she even told, like, that they didn't need me anymore after that, after I got a lot of praise for that, that the design team didn't need me anymore, so there went my role. And I remember her coming to me and saying, whoa, Zach Posen, he's leaving for his, post Fashion Week, for his trip, inspiration trip, like, put together his inspiration notebook, and here are all the images that he wants put in it. So photocopy them all, cut them all out, glue them all in. I'm like, okay, yeah, easy, no problem. When does he want it? Oh, in 5 minutes. He's leaving in 5 minutes. I'm like, I feel like fashion really teaches you to, like, bullshit. You're like, yeah, no problem. Meanwhile, you're like, it's going to take 15 minutes just to even photocopy this stack of papers. And how does he want it? Like, because there were black and white images, there were color images, there were just different, like, I didn't know if he had a specific order that was inspired by, he wanted to be able to compare them. They're going to be glued in, so I'm like, I don't want to be a person that's, like, responsible for fucking up his inspiration notebook, and then he's off in, like, Cancun or wherever he was going, and he's stuck with it. So how does he want it? And she's like, just figure it out. I'm like, of course. Okay, I don't think I ever photocopied something faster, or, and my connection skills really, really put into motion at that moment. I don't know, I was just, like, sort of finding all these different, like, disparate connections and gluing these things in the notebook. This is my internship, I was, like, right out of school, and so I give it to her, and they're still in a meeting, so probably put it together in, like, 10 minutes, and then Zach Posen comes running, or yelling my name outside the studio, like, other interns were like, oh, she's over there, like, yeah, I'm fired. Like, I screwed up his notebook, and but he was like, this is really good, how did you put these connections together, and all these things, like, this is, I was starstruck too. I was like, I don't know, you tell me, you're Zach Posen. I was like, I just, went on instinct and put them together with whatever made sense. And he's like, this is really good, like, really like how you connected these things. And then, he went on his way, and I remember her coming. I will never forget this glare. Like, it was obvious that we'll just, like, throw you on the bus, like, under the bus. Like, she glared at me like I've never seen a hate glare before. That was an intense internship. My very first day, I walked in, and I think some people were leaving because people were like, it was 2008, and, like, people were being fired and leaving, and there wasn't enough, economy and all that. My very first assignment was to, like, it was nothing. It was easy. I mean, I had just made my senior collection, like, a huge thing, and, like, but I was so nervous, because now all of a sudden it was for someone else, and it was Ellen DeGeneres' and Portia de Rossi's, like, wedding suit and gown, and I was, like, sewing on, like, last minute buttons. They were having to send them out that, like, in 10 minutes, and, like, sew on the label, sew on the buttons, and I'm, like, shaking as I'm doing, so I'm like, I don't want to fuck up this. I remember sitting in the bathroom with a gas mask and, like, torch and, like, burning plastic flowers, and then I think I've told that story before, but yeah. It was intimidating. Like, I was the youngest one there, and other people were, like, Project Runway finalists, and people that I worked under design labels in London and just wanted to, like, they're older. I was the youngest one, just trying to, God forbid you have even the slightest amount of talent or something that just, I don't know, threatens others or something, because that's what the fashion industry has shown me, at least up until now. Like, you shouldn't have too much talent, you shouldn't have too many ideas, you shouldn't have too much anything that, and I just don't feel like people should, like, if you are actually good at what you do and like you're confident in that, like there should be no reason that you're intimidated by someone. You should actually embrace those people that are coming up that are talented, because it's, you know, it can help you. There should be no reason why, you know, if you actually are secure in what you're doing. Um, yeah, but don't be too talented. Don't be too ahead of others. Don't be too I don't know what. I don't know what. Like, it's gone really off topic, so maybe hold on.